Okay, so if you follow me on social media or have been religiously watching this channel, which I don't think anyone has, you will know that I had been querying. And this is me announcing that I am not currently querying. I sent out a grand total of 2 queries. That's not a lot, I know, but I spent a lot of time researching agents and trying to draft decent enough query letters and coming up with synopsis and stuff like that. And I came to the conclusion after sending these 2 whole queries, after like hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of work, more hours than you could possibly fathom right now of work, I've come to the decision that my book is not actually ready to be queried. Not in my opinion. It's a good book. It's a decent enough book. It's got a couple of errors in it, but I am dyslexic, so it's gonna have those. But it is not good enough for my liking. I have spent a little bit more time thinking about what I want from this book. And I have come to the conclusion that what I want from it isn't there yet. Just gonna put this back down. So I have paused my query efforts and I am going to do another redraft and send it back out to beta readers and critique partner people and stuff like that, and see if I can't get it to be a little bit better than it currently is, or maybe a lot better than it currently is. I have realised what the purpose of the story is, which I didn't think was going to be an important thing to know, because I'm a fool apparently. And yeah, so if you came here for advice, here it is. Learn the purpose of your book. Decide what it is before you decide it's ready to be done. And then go through and make sure that that purpose is in it enough to be seen. Like, my purpose in that book, in this, is about expectations and subverting expectations and how you behave dependent on what you think people's expectations of you are. There's a lot of expectations involved, and perception, and how we view people, and how that doesn't always match up with how people are on the inside. And it's about external versus internal identity, that's the word. About the comparison between external and internal identity, how you present yourself versus how you feel. And yeah, it's not in there enough for my liking. It's not clear enough for my liking. So now that I know that, I'm putting in the work to make sure that it's there a little bit more, so that it's seen throughout this whole manuscript that it's about identity versus presentation. And I think as a non-binary person, that's quite an important story to tell. I think I'm in the right place. I think I'm in the right frame of mind to finally find this. So yes, figure out why you want to write the story. Not because I've always wanted to write a book or because these characters are really compelling. Figure out your, I don't want to say themes, but I can't think of a better word. Figure out your themes and go from there. And by go from there, I mean feel free to throw down a couple of drafts, make it a decent story, and then figure out from that, what is the point? What is the purpose? That's a good one. Like theme or purpose or message behind it. What's the moral of your story? That kind of thing. Whatever version of this sentence makes the most sense to you, figure it out and make sure that it's actually in there, because it's worth doing. Think about the big popular books that you know and you like, and think about what their themes or morals or message are. You have to know what the message of other books are to be able to figure out your own, especially if you're going to figure it out after you've already written it. If you've got any tips on querying, please, 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 pretty please, tell me in the comments, because querying is awful. If you like this video, give a thumbs up, think about subscribing to my channel. I try to post every Friday. If you want to stay up to date with my life, my work and my bunnies, you can follow me on social media. I am on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter as SnowPoodles. And if you would like to support me and what I do, there's a link to my Ko-fi account in the description below. Not that I'm trying to preach at you about what your story should be about. Don't steal my story!